Well, June is Men's Health Month, and tonight we're learning more about a story that highlights the need to stay on top of your health. A Carmel man is sharing his story of what he thought was a heart attack, but turned out to be something much worse.
I knew it was bad, but I was denying. I was saying, oh, this can't be what I think it is.
And it wasn't. 64-year-old William Fultz remembers every detail of one of the scariest days of his life. He thought he was having a heart attack. It was Memorial Day weekend in 2022. Fultz was at Cigar Haven in Fishers, settling in to start work on a project, when suddenly he felt a sharp pain in his chest.
And I got this really bad acid reflux feeling in the side of my neck, and then it turned into this like a brain freeze when you drink slushy ice.
He realized something was terribly wrong. 911 was called and Fultz was rushed to the emergency room at Community Hospital North.
When the doctor came in and turned the screen to me and pointed out that I had an aortic dissection, didn't know what the word meant.
What it meant? He could die within hours. The inner lining of his aorta was ripping and tearing away, a rare heart condition called aortic dissection. It's considered a medical emergency. Fultz was rushed into open heart surgery that lasted a grueling 9 hours.
Quickness and the intentiveness that they gave my dad is truly, I think, what saved his life.
Fultz's daughter Stephanie is an acute care nurse practitioner in the vascular unit with Community Health. She knows all too well how lucky her dad is to be alive.
He has within hours before he will pass if most people actually do not survive what my dad had and the type of severity that he did, because most people don't know to get it checked as soon as they need to.
Aortic dissection can mimic the symptoms of a heart attack, but there are some differences. Symptoms include sudden severe chest pain, often described as a tearing or ripping sensation that spreads to the neck and jaw or down the back, sudden severe stomach pain, heavy sweating, and shortness of breath. Tonight, Fultz is doing well. He says he has a new lease on life and is grateful doctors acted quickly in a situation that could have turned out a lot differently.
When I realized the severity of what had happened, I feel like I'm on bonus time. And so it's kind of changed my outlook on life.
So glad that he's doing okay. Fultz, by the way, is urging other men to pay attention to those signs and stay up on their annual health checks. Now, as far as what's next for him, he still has to avoid some strenuous activity and likely has a few more surgeries ahead of him to fix lingering aneurysms on his aorta.